We actually got involved with the March of Dimes for the first time the spring prior to having the boys. We had done the March for Babies just a couple months before they were born. I had wanted to get involved because we had some friends and family members that had been affected by prematurity. And
we knew with twins there would be a chance that they would be premature.
Yeah, we were optimistic that we would make it to full term, but we knew that the reality was that there was a good chance that we would have premature twins. It was Mother's Day. We had all gone to church together, both of our families, and had gone out to eat. And it was on the way home in the car that my water had broken.
We knew she was having twins, and we know that a lot of twins don't go to term. But, I mean, Jennifer was having a textbook pregnancy, and we thought maybe they would come a little early, maybe a couple of weeks, but we didn't ever think about them coming 8 weeks early. We were about halfway home and turned around and went back to Jonesboro.
And we were almost to the Leachfield cutoff. Got the call and turned around, kind of like Batman.
We were very nervous. We didn't know what to expect. You know, we knew we was going to have 2 little grandsons, and we was hoping they'd go the full term. And then when everything transpired like it did, we just didn't know what to do. We just kind of fell back on our belief in God.
The NICU stay was definitely a roller coaster for us. They'd have good days and then bad days. Sometimes it was like 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
We'd see the light at the end of the tunnel, and then the tunnel would close, and we'd basically turn back around and start all over again. We had that happen multiple times.
The biggest obstacle that the boys had to overcome was the severe reflux and stridor. It was so bad that they did an upper GI on both of them to confirm that they did in fact have severe reflux. They were in the NICU for a total of 46 days.
We'd get up in the morning, go to the NICU, leave to go eat lunch, go back, leave to eat dinner, go back one more time to tell them good night, and then go to their house to sleep and get up and do it all over again 45 more times.
The hardest part during that time for me was, as a grandmother, not being able to hold them. Just seeing them laying there, and you just want to grab them up and hold them and love on them.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of NICU facilities, but that really doesn't do it justice. So, like Robin said, we went through the deal where you washed your hands and got all prepped. I thought, well, that's a pretty cool deal here. They open those big double doors, and I've told people this before, but when you walked in there, when I walked in, all of a sudden I've got this scent, and I see all these little tiny babies. I've got this heaviness in my chest that I can't take a deep breath. I'm thinking, this is going to be overwhelming, I learned all about respiratory distress syndrome and retinopathy, and I learned about all this stuff that they're subject to having, and the research has gone in to prevent that. Our boys didn't have, they didn't have any of that. They didn't have no issues with their lungs, no issues with their eyes, and as I've later read and did some research, a lot of that was because of the March of Dimes and the money they raised for research in the last 50 years for that sort of thing.
Hopefully, one day, with the help of the March of Dimes, families won't have to go through this. But, like Jennifer said, if they do, hopefully the March of Dimes can help them give them a fighting chance for survival.
Yeah.